Four T's of prompt engineering. We all know how important prompt engineering is, and we need to understand before writing any prompt to have these four T's in your prompts that are there. Just look at this prompt. Which prompt do you think will be good enough? The first one or the second one? If you are very generic, like here, write a poem about venture capital, you will get a very vague, very basic prompt. But if you go in details, like write a short and melancholic poem that about a venture capital with a focus on the Silicon Valley Bank in the style of Emily Dixon, and which will be much better. The second one is going to be detailed because you have given extra information. So prompts, you have to understand few things that are there. These four T's, please keep it in your mind whenever you are prompting. I'm going to give an example in details in the below slide about this. The trait, what is your role? Are you a data scientist or are you a digital marketer who is writing content? The chat GPT or the LLM should know whom they are interacting to. The task, what are you asking it to do? Write an email, write a description, PowerPoint, or whatever it is, write that in details. Tone is your writing style and your delivery tone. Professional, friendly, academic, authoritative. Do that. In tones, there are two things that are there which I'm going to talk about. It is a writing style as well, how you are want the chat GPT to respond to you. And target, whom are you targeting? Is it students? Is it academic professional? Is it technologists? So accordingly, the chat GPTs of the world will give you the response. So keep these four T's in mind: trait, task, tones, and target. So this is very important whenever you are doing the prompt. Now the four T's, basically the guidelines for prompt with an example. The trait, the role you want the model to pursue, what you want the model to create for you, the style of writing you want the LLM to use, and the audience, the target is the audience you're trying to reach out to. So teacher, developer, copyright, data analyst is something that uh, you want to mention the GPT. Task is exactly like what you want to do, like article, email. Tone is like there is a writing style that you want to use, like a formal, a friendly, a professional. And targets are like students, technologists, whom you want to focus. Because if you are writing an article to technologists, so it can be a little bit technical. They don't need to explain the details about a semiconductor or what is an LLM. It can just think that the person understands. So accordingly, if it is a tech journal or an academic research, accordingly this GPT will try to comprehend and try to write it in such a manner. Now prompt engineering in action, very quickly, if you can see, this is a thing. Let me open it. So look into this prompt. For a beginner, the prompt he will write like this, very basic. Write me an article on importance of attention span for professionals. So this is a very basic level article that the chat GPT is going to give a response to. But suppose you want to go in details, the four T's that we talked about, if you want to go in details, this is a detailed prompt that I write whenever I give an article for GPT, because we have to be SEO friendly. When I say SEO friendly, search engine optimization friendly, we need to be, and according to this whole prompt we will be able to do that. So the first thing is the trait. So the trait is a data scientist and an SEO writer, because I want to be ranked on Google, so I have to make sure I follow all the SEO rules. Task, write me an article with an outline and the detail that is there for what I want to give it to do specifically for me. Tone, as you can see, the writing style, conversational style, and the tone is the formal tone. Accordingly, you can switch around. There are 20 writing styles and 20 tones. According to your persona of audience, you can change it accordingly. And the last one is targets. I want to engage the students. So the students is my target because I am an academy which wants to talk to and give message to learners and the student community. So now I have this template. After a lot of iterations, I do this template. Not only does it gives me an outline, the article which I can play around with and make sure it is good, I can also generate an HTML code that can help me put it on a website with links from the outline to that particular section that is there. So these are some of the things that we need to know. The 4 T's are very important: the task, the trade, the task, the tone, and the target of whom you are uh, writing to. So whenever you are prompting, keep these 4 T's in mind. See you in the next video.